Hi there everybody, this is David, and today I want to tell you about a game that brings me back to like a simpler time. A game that reminds me of when I was in high school and I would sleep over at my friend John's house and we would grab like a pizza at CC's or something and then play Diablo together all night long. We had an absolute blast doing that, and it really is one of my favorite teenage high school memories. And I was kind of like reliving those memories here when I was playing Dark and Darker Mobile, available for the iOS and Android. And in this video sponsored by Crafton, I do want to tell you all about it, and I do think that that is worth a sub as I try my best to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And with your help, your like, and your sub, I do think that I can do that. And as always, if you do like what you see here, please just click the links below in order to download it for yourself. And now, without further ado, let me tell you all about it. I'm going to be perfectly honest here. Whenever I was first approached to cover Dark and Darker Mobile, I didn't know anything about it. But I did notice that it was released over on the Steam as a PC version, where it received almost 40,000 positive reviews, so I did feel pretty confident that you, the audience, would enjoy it. Even though darker games like this normally aren't really my thing personally. But I have no problems letting you all know about some great games that are out there. And Crafton, the creator of Dark and Darker Mobile, are also behind the immensely popular PUBG Battlegrounds and PUBG Mobile 2. So they do have a lot of pedigree behind them. They definitely know what they're doing. And also, just to kind of get this out of the way, I do take my integrity very seriously here on this channel, and I do want to let you know that everything that I say here is 100% my opinion, and every single contract that I sign does state that I am allowed to express my opinions freely, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I also received no bonuses whatsoever from the developer because I wanted my experience to mirror what a normal playthrough should look like. Dark and Darker Mobile is actually the latest successor to the PC game, and just like that PC version, it is free to play. But it's also very play to win, not pay to win. And all the dungeon crawling really did remind me so much of Diablo back on the PlayStation. But while the original Diablo was very much like you just versus the monsters, Dark and Darker Mobile has some other gameplay styles that you can still enjoy, such as the arena, the various seasonal dungeons, player versus player, and even a party mode. And while you're looking at this, you might think, oh my gosh, it's so dark and grim, it's just going to be brutally difficult. But that's not exactly the case. Seeing as this is the mobile version, it is much more pick up and play friendly, and the controls are super easy too, which I am so happy about. And I've gotta say, the difficulty from the original PC version has definitely been toned down to make it much more palatable for broader audiences. Not only that, but you don't have to go into these dungeons alone either. You will be sent in to explore with some AI-controlled companions, and that will definitely help you out as you go around and find treasures, outfit your character, and then dive deeper and deeper into those harrowing, low fantasy, and atmospheric dungeons every time. But don't just think that you need to be like the last man standing either to win. It's actually possible for everybody there to win by finding the exit, escaping, and teleporting out. There's a pretty extensive tutorial that you'll want to go through in order to learn the ins and outs of the game, and the combat isn't just like going up to an enemy and hitting auto battle and hoping for the best. You really do need to be moving around, dodging attacks, backing up and casting your spells or using your ranged weapons, and the best part about it is, you don't have to target those arrows or your spells. The game does that for you, which is just a godsend, because trying to do that kind of stuff on mobile is just a recipe for disaster. This has really been optimized for that on-the-go experience. As I said before, there are many different modes of play, from the dungeon crawling portion which allows you to extract and loot equipment, as long as you escape and survive in time, to the Battle Royale, which is kind of like a survival of the fittest mode, and it pits you against other players as well as against the environment and the monsters. But you can't just like stand in a room and hide until it's all over, because the more time that progresses, the further the Dark Swarm comes in. So you're constantly racing away from that because if you touch it, you're going to lose some HP and then you're going to die. But what's nice about this is that, again, you don't have to be that last man standing. All you have to do is go on through, grab as much treasure as you possibly can, and then make a beeline for that escape crystal, for that exit, and get on out of there. All these different gameplay styles and everything really does kind of like elevate the experience, from just a simple, regular dungeon crawler, Souls-like sort of thing, into something else that really can't be easily experienced on the mobile platforms. Each time that you do dive into the dungeons, you're rewarded with more and more treasures, gold, and equipment, so it's never time wasted. And there's no need for like repeated hunting either, because at least you will level up and get more experience every single time. Each class has their own set of skills too, from the wizard, who specializes in magical damage from afar, to the fighter, who specializes in all sorts of different weapons and can also defend himself with a shield. And then there's the cleric, who can whack those undead with their massive maces while casting protective and healing spells, as well as the ranger, who loves to keep his distance and attack from afar, as well as the versatile rogue, who can not only throw knives from a distance, but also hide himself in the shadows and then come in for a quick kill with a backstab from behind. And rounding things out, we have another brute melee fighter, the barbarian, who can deal massive amounts of damage with his huge axes and polearms, and also go into like a berserker fury. Once you've chosen your class, you'll want to design your characters, from their outfit to their gender, their face, their hair. It's all pretty customizable, and once you've done that, you are on your way to go dungeon crawling and have a good time. Dark and Darker Mobile really did take me by surprise. I don't normally play these gritty hack and slash games like this, although, like I said before, I have in the past, and I do have some experience with this genre. So this was kind of like a pleasant walk through memory lane for me. I kept on having these high school flashbacks to Diablo, and I do know this: if you're a fan of Souls-likes, roguelikes, dungeon crawlers, and hacks and slashes, then you can't go wrong with this. So again, if you do like what you see here and you do want to try it out for yourself, you're in luck, because the global beta test is going on right now until August the 11th for both Android and the iPhones. However, if you are on the iPhone, you will need to act quickly, because the beta test is only available on a first-come, first-served basis. Android users, however, can download the game directly from the market. So if you want to join the fun too, click the links below and find out more about the game. And if you like this video, here's another video that I really do think that you're going to enjoy too, so please be sure to check that one out. And as always, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.